Have you ever wondered what you should keep private as you age to protect your dignity and peace of mind? As we grow older, the way we handle our health, finances, and personal matters becomes even more critical. In this video, we'll dive into the powerful, often overlooked aspects of life that need to be kept private to preserve your well-being and maintain control over your narrative. You'll discover why sharing too much about your health or age can open the door to unwanted advice and even undermine your identity. We'll also talk about how keeping your finances and achievements private can safeguard your peace, dignity, and relationships with others. Plus, we'll explore why protecting your personal beliefs, intimate life, and family matters can prevent unnecessary judgment and help maintain a sense of freedom and respect. By the end of this video, you'll gain insights into how to live your later years with confidence, peace, and control, without being defined by the things that should remain private. If you're ready to unlock the wisdom of keeping certain things to yourself, stay with us until the end. The powerful reasons shared in this video will change the way you view privacy and give you the tools to protect the most valuable aspects of life. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Your physical well-being. Share it only with those who can support you. As we grow older, our health becomes an ever-present concern that we cannot ignore. The reality of aging is that once we hit certain milestones, be it 65, 80, or beyond, we often find ourselves dealing with chronic conditions, taking an array of medications, or going through various treatments just to maintain some semblance of well-being. The inevitability of these changes can feel overwhelming, and the question of how to navigate them with dignity becomes critical. It's natural to turn to friends and family for support during times of health struggles. After all, in a society where health is such a focal point of conversation, it seems only fitting to share our challenges with those we care about. However, there's a crucial distinction between opening up about general health concerns and laying bare every single detail about your medications, treatments, and daily struggles. This is where the wisdom of discretion becomes vital. Why should we be selective about who we share this deeply personal information with? Why should we guard the intimate details of our health? For one thing, opening the floodgates on our medical status can easily lead to unwanted advice. The people who care for us, often out of the deepest love, can inadvertently drown us with suggestions. These might range from well-meaning but misguided home remedies to untested miracle treatments that sound too good to be true, and often they are. While it's always nice to feel that others are concerned, these recommendations can be nothing more than distractions, sometimes making us feel worse than we did before. Even more importantly, constantly sharing our health struggles can transform how others see us. Rather than being viewed as vibrant individuals with a rich life ahead of us, we risk being reduced to mere patients. It's heartbreaking how easily others can slip into seeing us through the lens of illness, defining us by our ailments instead of our wisdom, experiences, and the profound essence of who we are. We can become the person who is always sick, overshadowing everything else that makes us who we truly are. In contrast, by keeping certain health details private, we reclaim control over our narrative. We are the ones who decide who gets to know about our health and to what extent. This isn't about hiding the truth or pretending everything is fine when it isn't. It's about maintaining your dignity and preserving your sense of self-worth. It's about not allowing others to define your entire existence based on your condition or treatment plan. You deserve to live fully, to be seen as a whole person, not as someone marked only by their struggles. In moments like these, the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy offers a powerful guide. Epictetus, the Stoic sage, reminds us that it is not the events that shape our lives, but how we respond to them. When it comes to health, we have no control over the ailments or the treatments we may need. But we do have control over our response to these challenges. Sharing every detail of your health with those who cannot help you is akin to trying to control the wind. It's a futile exercise that only drains your energy. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. The Stoic approach to adversity teaches us to stay composed and resilient. We share our vulnerabilities only with those who can offer real support, those who can lift us, provide practical help, or offer genuine emotional comfort. In doing so, we preserve our dignity and inner peace. We must have the humility to accept assistance when necessary, but we must also protect ourselves from negativity. There are those who, for reasons unknown, tend to amplify the smallest of problems, seeing an elephant where only an ant stands. These individuals can only add to our stress, making it harder to focus on the true sources of strength and recovery. In the end, your health is your journey, and you have the right to determine who walks that path with you. Be mindful of who you allow into that space, and never forget that your worth is not defined by your struggles. You are more than your illness. You are a person, a story, and a life filled with incredible possibilities, no matter what your health challenges may look like. 2. Your age. Avoid sharing it with everyone. Age, they say, is just a number, but as we journey through life, especially into our more mature years, that number takes on an entirely different weight. It's not just a figure anymore. It's a reflection of who we are, what we've experienced, and perhaps the assumptions others might make about us. For some, age may hold little significance, but the reality is that as time moves forward, society often uses age to define our worth, our vitality, and, in a sense, our future. How many times have you been asked, "How old are you?" by someone, usually younger, with curiosity in their eyes? It seems like an innocent question, right? But what if that simple inquiry comes with an undercurrent of judgment? In today's world, youth is often worshipped, and in that worship, the wisdom that comes with age can be dismissed, forgotten, or misunderstood. People assume that older age means weaker health, limited abilities, or even that our best days are behind us. But how unfair, how narrow-minded is that? There's so much more to life than the number of years that have passed. The reality is that revealing your age opens the door to all kinds of assumptions, some conscious, some not. People might start treating you differently. They may believe they know what you're capable of, what your health is like, or even how much time you have left. It's almost as though your age somehow diminishes the richness of your journey, and that, my friends, is incredibly sad. Life is not about how many years we've spent in it. It's about the experiences we've gathered, the lessons we've learned, and the strength we've gained through all the moments, both good and bad, that have shaped us. In my opinion, the act of revealing your age can sometimes feel like inviting others to place you in a box that you may not even fit into anymore. Perhaps they think you need their advice. Maybe they'll treat you with a level of pity or sympathy that you do not need or want. It's almost as if they forget that every wrinkle, every gray hair, and every life event that has marked our bodies and minds has made us stronger, wiser, and more capable of navigating the world with a calm that they, in their youth, cannot even comprehend. And let's not even talk about the worries that can arise when others know your age. People start to pity you as if knowing your years will somehow change the beautiful, precious life you're living. When in reality, what matters more than your age is how much you cherish each day, how you care for your body, and the passion you still carry in your heart. Why let your age be a source of judgment when you have so much life left to live, to love, to experience? Just imagine for a moment a ship that has sailed through fierce storms, braved treacherous waters, and weathered the harshest of conditions. It may be a little battered, its exterior worn, but its purpose, its strength, and its knowledge are irreplaceable. A young, pristine ship, while beautiful, lacks the experience that makes the old ship invaluable. The old ship knows how to handle the tides, the winds, and the challenges in ways that the new one simply cannot. That ship, much like you, has a story, a depth, and a wisdom that cannot be measured by age alone. So, why share your age? Why let others define you by the number of years you've walked this earth? Protect your peace by keeping it private, and let your life be measured by the richness of your experiences, the depth of your heart, and the strength of your spirit. Age doesn't diminish your worth, it amplifies it. In the end, life is meant to be lived fully, not according to some societal countdown. The moments we treasure, the experiences that mold us, and the wisdom we gain, are far more important than how many candles sit on our birthday cakes. By focusing on what matters most, the present, the now, you can live freely without the weight of expectations that come with age. Embrace your life in all its glory, and let the number of years fade into the background. What matters is who you are, what you've become, and how you continue to live. And that, my friends, is priceless. 3. Your finances. Protecting privacy is essential. Money is an undeniable, inescapable part of life. It affects nearly every decision we make, from what we eat to where we live, and yet it remains one of the most sensitive and often uncomfortable topics to discuss. As you reach the age of 65 and beyond, you might find that your financial situation has reached some level of stability, or perhaps you continue working to ensure your economic well-being. Whether you've built a substantial fortune or led a more modest, simpler life, the importance of protecting the privacy of your financial affairs cannot be overstated. Why? Because, my friends, money is not just about numbers in a bank account. It can also become a source of tension, miscommunication, and even heartache within relationships, sometimes even among those we hold closest, our friends and family. When you open up about your financial situation, whether you're in a comfortable position or struggling, you open the door to a world of potential complications. If you're doing well financially, people around you may start to expect more from you than what you're willing to give. The moment they know about your wealth, whether real or perceived, some may be tempted to borrow, request help, or make demands that put pressure on your finances. And if you're struggling with money, it's equally tricky. People might pity you or, even worse, judge you harshly, believing that your financial troubles stem from poor decisions or a lack of responsibility. In either case, the consequences can be more far-reaching than you'd ever expect. Think of your finances as a quiet, peaceful stream winding its way through a tranquil landscape. There's no need for it to make a ruckus. The true value of money doesn't lie in flaunting wealth or sharing every detail about it. It's in the peace of mind and security that managing your finances well can bring. Stoic philosophy teaches us an essential truth. It's not the size of your fortune that matters, but the serenity you find in knowing that you've done your best with what you have. It's this peace, not the possessions, that defines a life well lived. Just like a stream nourishes the earth quietly and consistently, keeping your financial matters private allows you to preserve your dignity and independence. By shielding the details of your wealth or struggles from others, you shield yourself from unnecessary envy, unrealistic expectations, and unwanted judgments. In a society where success is often measured by the size of your bank account, protecting your financial privacy is not only a smart choice but a brave one. It preserves your freedom, your autonomy, and your ability to live according to your principles, not according to the expectations or assumptions of others. Your finances, whether abundant or modest, do not define who you are. What truly defines you are your values, your actions, and the way you treat those around you. Keeping your financial life private not only prevents misunderstandings but also prevents others from forming inaccurate, even harmful, opinions about your choices and life journey. You don't owe anyone an explanation about your wealth or lack thereof. There's a timeless saying, "Money talks, but wealth whispers." This holds particular truth as we grow older, as we find more peace in simplicity and more joy in genuine connections than in the things we accumulate. Whether you live in a mansion or a humble home, let your financial life remain private. The less others know about your money, the more freedom you have to live on your terms, without the pressure of expectations, envy, or unwanted influence. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, offers a powerful lesson in his Meditations. He reminds us to live simply and without ostentation. What is not beneficial for the hive is not beneficial for the bee. This principle urges us to be discreet with our material resources and possessions because the true value of life lies not in what we accumulate, but in how we use what we have for the greater good and, perhaps most importantly, for our peace of mind. In the end, it's not the money that matters, but how we choose to live with it, quietly, modestly, and with dignity. 4. Family secrets. Keep them intimate. For the Stoics, wisdom isn't just about what we say, but also about what we choose to keep silent. As Epictetus wisely put it, you can control what you say, but once expressed, it cannot be recovered. This profound insight serves as a reminder of the power that words hold. Family secrets, in their essence, are sacred walls that protect what is most precious to us. Just like a warrior guards the secrets of his fortress, we too must shield the intimate details of our families from the prying eyes of the world. In a world so eager to judge and misunderstand, keeping certain matters within the family creates a space for peace and serenity to flourish. Every family, no matter how perfect it may seem from the outside, faces its own unique set of challenges. The relationships between parents and children, spouses, siblings, and extended family members can be a beautiful yet complicated tapestry. There are moments of joy, love, and deep connection, but there are also moments of tension, misunderstandings, and even heated arguments. These complexities are part of what makes family life so emotionally rich and deeply human. But amid these ups and downs, love and support can be found, quietly binding everyone together, often in ways that can't be seen by anyone except those within the circle. As we journey through life, we come to realize how much more precious family becomes. Over the years, as we age and face new challenges, family members often step into roles that we never expected. Caregivers, companions, and pillars of emotional support. The depth of these roles can be both humbling and overwhelming, and it's in these moments that we find how vital it is to protect the sanctity of family. The people closest to us become more than just relatives. They become the emotional anchors that help us weather life's storms. However, not every detail about family life needs to be shared with the world. Some matters are far too delicate to be exposed to the outside. Disagreements, disputes, or even long-standing family rifts should not be aired out for the judgment of others. It's tempting to share our frustrations or conflicts with friends or even strangers, but doing so can lead to unnecessary harm. Not only does it erode trust among family members, but it also invites unnecessary opinions, rumors, and judgment from those who know little about the true dynamics of your family. The pain of having outsiders involved in your family's private matters can be far more damaging than the conflict itself. The key lies in maintaining the privacy of these intimate moments, preserving the integrity of your relationships even when things get tough. I like to think of families as trees, their roots deeply entwined in the earth beneath them. The roots are not immediately visible, but they are essential to the tree's strength and growth. Just as a tree flourishes when its roots are protected from the elements, so too does a family thrive when its most intimate matters are kept private. When the roots are exposed, the tree becomes vulnerable, much like how family bonds can weaken when secrets are spilled to the outside world. There is a quiet wisdom in safeguarding what needs to stay hidden, for it reinforces the bonds that keep the family strong, solid, and unshakable. Choosing to keep family secrets in reserve isn't just an act of privacy. It's an act of loyalty, love, and consideration. It's a quiet way of protecting your loved ones from being judged based on incomplete or distorted information. More importantly, it allows family members the freedom to work through their issues in private, without the burden of public scrutiny hanging over them. This space allows for healing and growth, free from the harsh judgments of the outside world. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. And as we grow older, the importance of this protection becomes ever clearer. We might look back on family conflicts with regret, wishing we could have done things differently or yearning for deeper connections with our loved ones. But by keeping family matters within the family, we allow room for those bonds to heal. It's within the intimate space of the family that forgiveness can be found, and reconciliation can take place. By keeping certain matters between us, we nurture the soil from which stronger, more loving relationships can bloom. When we guard these secrets with care, we protect the foundation of what truly matters: our family, our roots, and the love that binds us all. 5. Your sexuality. Recognize that intimacy is a sacred aspect. Sexuality is not just a physical experience, but an essential part of the human journey. It's a complex, intimate, and deeply personal facet of our lives that should never be diminished or overlooked, no matter how many years pass. As time goes on, people often feel a sense of detachment from their sexual nature, either due to aging, health changes, or simply society's tendency to push the sexual lives of older adults into the background. But what if we recognize that sexuality is more than just a series of fleeting hormonal shifts or the loss of sexual desire? What if we saw it as a continual, evolving part of the human experience that deserves respect and understanding at every stage of life? As our relationships mature, so too does the depth of our intimacy. Sexuality, in its truest form, becomes much more than physical attraction. It transforms into something more profound, deeply intertwined with love, trust, and mutual respect. As we grow, the bonds we share with those close to us can bring a different kind of joy and connection. We may not be as youthful as we once were, but the experiences of intimacy grow richer, more meaningful, and incredibly sacred with time. And yet, despite these truths, there's a persistent challenge. Our society tends to dismiss or even disregard the sexual lives of older individuals. For many, it can feel daunting or even taboo to discuss intimacy, especially as you get older. The fear of judgment or misunderstanding weighs heavily, and yet, intimacy remains an inherent part of our being, no matter our age. It's crucial to understand that these feelings and desires don't vanish as the years pass. Sexual attraction, emotional closeness, and a yearning for connection are part of what makes us human. And yet, the moment you open up about such personal aspects of your life, you risk encountering judgment or misinterpretation. Too often, society makes assumptions, labeling your choices based on outdated notions of what's appropriate for older adults. It's because of this that guarding your intimate life is not only important, it's necessary. It's not because there's anything inherently wrong with intimacy, but because it's an intensely private and sacred part of who you are. The moments you share with your partner are precious, too valuable to be dissected by the world. Sharing them too openly diminishes the sanctity of that bond. Intimacy is more than a physical act. It's the embodiment of connection, trust, and love. It's a delicate dance that requires care, respect, and a sense of privacy. While we may change over time, our desires, our needs, and even our approach to relationships, our need for respect and discretion never fades. In fact, the older we get, the more we realize the true worth of these qualities. To keep your private life intimate is to protect the very essence of your connection with your partner. It's a shield that preserves the sacredness of the bond you share, allowing it to remain exclusive and pure. I like to think of intimacy as a precious treasure, one that's carefully hidden away in a chest. The more you safeguard it, the more valuable it becomes. If you expose it to the world, it loses its specialness, its power. In the wisdom of philosophy, anything of true value is treated with care and only shared with those who truly respect and appreciate it. Your intimacy is a treasure, one that is worthy of your protection, one that belongs solely to you and your partner. When you preserve it in this way, you ensure that it remains something extraordinary and irreplaceable, something uniquely yours to cherish. The emotions tied to this sacred connection are undeniably strong. Let us honor and protect them with the same reverence they deserve. This is not just a matter of privacy, it's a matter of preserving the soul of our relationships, the heart of what makes us feel truly loved and valued. By keeping our intimate lives protected, we are nurturing the essence of who we are, and ultimately our happiness. 6. Scars from the past. It's time to forgive and let go. Throughout our lives, we inevitably encounter moments of betrayal, hurt, and disappointment. These events are not just fleeting moments, but deep emotional scars that can linger with us for far too long. They are not just memories. They are powerful forces that, if left unchecked, can shape how we view ourselves and the world around us. But the truth is, clinging to these scars, allowing them to dictate our emotional state, or constantly recounting them to others, only keeps us trapped in a cycle of pain, anger, and resentment. I've come to realize that the longer we hold on to the pain of the past, the more it eats away at our happiness and peace of mind. It becomes a weight we carry with us, heavy and exhausting. As time goes by, we may tell ourselves that we have moved on, but still harbor those lingering feelings of resentment or regret. These emotions serve as anchors, preventing us from moving forward. And yet, the beauty of life is that we always have the chance to release that burden, to forgive, and to set ourselves free from the prison of anger. Forgiveness isn't about erasing the past or pretending the offense never happened. It's about choosing to no longer let it control our present and future. It's the power to break free from the chains of resentment and to heal in a way that's personal and profound. It's about giving yourself the grace to move on, not for anyone else, but for your well-being. When we keep the wounds of our past to ourselves, we take back our power. We don't need the validation or the judgment of others to heal. The most important person to forgive is ourselves, for carrying the pain for far too long. We deserve to breathe free from it. Imagine the past as a stone in the middle of a river, blocking the flow of water. That stone represents all the hurt, anger, and resentment we've collected over the years. If we hold on to that stone, we stop the river from flowing. The current can no longer move forward. But if we let go, the water flows freely again, unburdened, renewed. The same is true for our emotional well-being. If we hold on to old grudges and past wounds, we block the flow of peace and joy in our lives. But by letting go, we allow ourselves the freedom to move forward, experience new growth, and embrace the beauty of what's to come. Philosophically speaking, forgiveness is not just a moral duty. It's a pathway to liberation. By letting go of the painful memories that weigh us down, we open ourselves up to new possibilities. We are no longer bound by the past, but instead, we are free to move with the current of life, unencumbered by old stones. The wise person understands this truth, that holding on to pain is a choice, and they choose to let go. I truly believe that Epictetus had it right when he said, "Holding on to resentment is like holding a burning coal with the intent to throw it at someone else. You're the one who gets burned." It's a harsh truth, but a necessary one. By holding on to grudges, we are only hurting ourselves, not the person who wronged us. The Stoics knew that the past cannot be changed and that we cannot control what has already happened. What we can control, however, is how we react to it and how we choose to move forward. By forgiving, we free ourselves. We allow our minds and hearts to be light and clear, focused on the present moment, where our true power lies. Forgiveness is, therefore, not an act of kindness to others. It's a gift we give ourselves. It's the ultimate act of self-care, of emotional liberation. We owe it to ourselves to heal, to move on, and to live with a heart unburdened by old pain. When we do this, we no longer waste our energy on the past but invest it in the present, where true strength, true peace, and true joy reside. 7. Keep your achievements to yourself. In life, there is a profound beauty in quiet strength, in letting your actions speak louder than your words. Just like a potter carefully shapes a masterpiece, allowing the clay to take form under their skilled hands, so too do the wise and humble let their deeds be the voice of their character. The value of their accomplishments is not diminished by the need for constant recognition. A vase, after all, is treasured not for the potter's words about its creation, but for the elegance it conveys in silence. Similarly, keeping your achievements private allows true merit to shine through without the need for applause or admiration. It's in this quiet confidence that true success lies. As we grow older, we come to realize that the things we hold dear, reputation, respect, and dignity, become so much more valuable. When we reach our later years, whether 65, 80, or beyond, we often have a lifetime of experiences, accomplishments, and milestones to reflect upon. We've built families, shaped careers, made a difference in our communities, and contributed in countless ways. Yet, there is an undeniable wisdom in knowing that constantly talking about these achievements can tarnish the very respect we've worked so hard to cultivate. In our culture, there's a fine line between sharing our successes and boasting about them. Yes, it's completely natural to feel proud of what we've accomplished. After all, we've worked tirelessly for these moments, sacrificing time, energy, and often our hearts to achieve our goals. But when we keep repeating our victories, there's a risk. It's not about hiding our joy or disregarding our hard work. It's about understanding that true worth is often found in humility. When we constantly announce our achievements, we inadvertently make others feel small, insecure, or envious. It's a delicate balance, sharing your joy without belittling others. Honor, in its purest form, is not something you seek through words. It is something that resonates in your actions, in the quiet dignity of knowing your worth without needing to prove it. Reflecting on this, I've come to understand the deep beauty of keeping some parts of your life private. Your achievements, your personal triumphs, your quiet contributions, these things are sacred. When you withhold the need for validation, you allow your character to speak for itself. By doing so, you protect your dignity and invite respect not because of what you've done, but because of who you are. In the end, people respect you more for the quiet strength you carry than for the stories you tell about your success. True self-respect, and the respect of others, come when you allow your actions to shine in silence, without the need to shout or boast. The more we realize this, the more we can treasure the dignity that comes from simply living a life of purpose and humility. 8. Never talk about charity. The discreet power of giving. There is an ancient wisdom, timeless and powerful, that teaches us one of the most profound truths about generosity. The right hand should never know what the left hand is doing. This simple yet deeply significant principle invites us to embrace the essence of true nobility in our actions. True nobility isn't about fanfare, attention, or accolades. It's found in the quiet, unspoken moments when we give without expecting anything in return. Silent charity, in this light, becomes like a seed planted in the soil of darkness, growing silently, unnoticed, yet yielding something far more significant than any public display of generosity ever could. The power lies in the purity of the intention behind the act, not in the clamor of others' approval. When we give with discretion, we nurture the purity of the act itself, fostering a sense of fulfillment that transcends the superficial applause of the world. Contributing to the well-being of others, whether through financial support, volunteering our time, or simply being there for a loved one in need, is undoubtedly one of the most gratifying and noble gestures we can make in our lifetime. The beauty of giving is not simply in the act itself, but in the profound effect it has, not just on the recipient, but on us as well. The act of giving can be transformative, a way to spread kindness and love that reverberates through the world around us. Yet, there's an important distinction that must be made between offering genuine help and doing so for the sake of recognition. The world is full of people who give with one eye on the applause, who seek validation and acknowledgement, but true charity is born from the purest of motives, helping because it is the right thing to do, not because we crave admiration or recognition. Why, you might wonder, is it so important that our contributions remain private? The answer, though simple, is profound. When we make our charitable deeds public, we risk turning them into mere acts of vanity, a subtle way of seeking acknowledgement, or even worse, approval. This public display can quickly transform a noble act into something far more self-serving. And beyond that, it can create an unintended pressure on others. People who might not be in a position to contribute, but who feel compelled to do so out of comparison or guilt. The true power of charity, then, lies in its anonymity. When we give in silence, we focus on the impact we are making rather than how others perceive us. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Anonymity allows the act to shine for what it truly is, a moment of selfless giving that elevates the recipient rather than the giver. It shifts the focus away from us and places it on the people we are helping. More than that, It preserves the dignity of those receiving help. Not everyone wants to be identified as the recipient of charity, and by choosing to remain silent about our donations, we protect their honor, their privacy, and their independence. It is a powerful and beautiful thing to allow people to accept help without feeling stripped of their dignity. Whether you're contributing to a large organization or helping a neighbor in need, the most meaningful acts of charity are often the ones done quietly, without a word or a whisper of recognition. When we choose to donate without fanfare, we allow the action itself to speak for us. We let the ripple effects of our kindness spread without the need for validation. In doing so, we learn that true generosity doesn't require an audience. It doesn't demand thanks or praise. It is like the tree that offers its shade without ever asking for anything in return. Its silent generosity reaches out to those who need it, and its impact is undeniable, even without a single glance in its direction. The most powerful giving is not the one shouted from the rooftops, but the one whispered into the universe, an act of love and compassion that asks for nothing, but gives everything. It is in this quiet, humble generosity that we truly find the heart of what it means to be human. 9. Keep some of your political and social opinions private. As the years go by, our perspectives on the world and society become more defined, shaped by the wealth of experiences we've gathered along the way. These experiences offer us unique insights and valuable lessons, but they also lead us to develop strong convictions that can sometimes be difficult for others to understand. This is especially true when it comes to politics, a domain that, while important, is often fraught with complexity and divisiveness. Over time, as we refine our views and deepen our understanding, these beliefs can stir up passionate debates, and, in the worst cases, they can even fracture relationships, particularly within families and close friendships. So, why is it important to keep some of our political and social opinions to ourselves? The answer lies in the fact that political discussions often tap into deeply personal values and core beliefs. These topics, more than many others, can ignite heated arguments that have the potential to create rifts where there were once connections. Even well-meaning discussions can spiral out of control, turning into personal attacks or feelings of animosity, all because two people happen to see the world through different lenses. As we grow older, emotional tranquility becomes more precious. The desire to win debates starts to pale in comparison to the importance of maintaining peace and emotional stability in our relationships. After all, no argument is worth the cost of a friendship or a bond with a loved one. Choosing to withhold some of your political and social views is not a sign of weakness or a betrayal of your principles. Far from it. Instead, it's an act of wisdom, a conscious decision to safeguard the peace and mutual respect in the relationships that matter most. Sharing your thoughts on certain issues is not always necessary for building genuine connections with others. Sometimes, it's far more meaningful to focus on the things that unite us, our shared experiences, values, and the common humanity we all share. These are the things that leave a lasting impact, not a well-argued political point. There is a significant difference between silencing your opinions out of fear or shame and choosing the right moments and the right people with whom to engage in these discussions. Taking a more discreet approach to your personal beliefs, particularly when it comes to sensitive subjects like politics, is an act of maturity. It's a way of ensuring that your relationships remain healthy and grounded in respect. In many philosophical traditions, it's taught that the wise person moves through life like the wind, quietly, without imposing themselves on others. The wind doesn't stop to argue with every mountain it passes. It simply flows around it, knowing that not every battle is worth fighting. Similarly, the wise person recognizes that some conversations, like those involving political opinions, often lead to more conflict than clarity. So, they choose to focus on what truly matters: understanding, connection, and peaceful coexistence. By keeping your political views to yourself, you're contributing to a sense of calm and harmony in your relationships. You're choosing peace over conflict, avoiding unnecessary disputes, and protecting the emotional well-being of those around you. And in doing so, you're not sacrificing your values. You're simply choosing the higher road, the one that leads to deeper respect, better understanding, and more meaningful connections with those you care about. After all, The serenity of our relationships is one of the greatest treasures we can hold on to. 10. Your mantra. The strength of a conviction. In this section, we'll delve deep into the power of having something to believe in, something that fuels your spirit, gives you direction, and helps you navigate through life's inevitable challenges. A personal mantra, whether philosophical, spiritual, or shaped by your unique experiences, holds immense significance. It's not just a catchy phrase. It's a deeply personal set of beliefs, words, or expressions that you turn to when life feels overwhelming. Some people find their mantra in the form of a religious prayer, a biblical psalm, a daily affirmation, or even a simple motto they've crafted for themselves. It's something intimate, uniquely yours, and it becomes a source of strength that guides you through the storms. When I think about the idea of a mantra, I can't help but reflect on the profound impact it has had on so many lives. It's almost as if your mantra becomes your anchor, the thing you hold on to when everything else seems to slip away. It could be a word, a phrase, or even just a thought, but in those quiet moments when the world is chaotic, it gives you a sense of peace, a moment of clarity. It helps you stand firm in the face of adversity and keeps you rooted in your purpose. Now, I can sense that some of you might be asking, what exactly is a mantra? It's not just about words, though words are powerful. A mantra often goes beyond mere language. It can be the rhythm of your breath as you meditate, or the repetition of a phrase that becomes ingrained in your very being. It's the stillness you embrace when you close your eyes, allowing your mind to quiet and your spirit to center itself. During those moments, you are not just repeating words. You are tuning into something greater, something that connects you to your inner self. It's in that space of deep reflection that your personal mantra reveals itself, whispering to you what you need to hear when you need it the most. There's something beautiful about the temptation to share your mantra with others, especially when you feel how deeply it has changed your life. I've been there, wanting to share what has helped me through difficult times, hoping that others could find the same relief and guidance that I've experienced. But here's the thing I've learned through personal experience. What works for you may not work for everyone else. We are all on different journeys, with different struggles, and what resonates with your heart might not be the same for someone else. There's an old saying, what benefits you may not be beneficial to someone else. And while that's true, it's also something to be cherished. Your mantra, your conviction, is sacred to you. It's a tool you've developed over time, a lifeline that pulls you through the toughest moments of your life. This doesn't mean you can't share your wisdom or offer your insights to others. It's just a reminder that your personal beliefs, the mantras that guide your heart, are yours to keep. They are the foundation of who you are, and they belong to no one else. By keeping your mantra close, you preserve the power it has to guide you, to help you grow, and to provide you with comfort when the world feels too heavy. The beauty of your mantra is that it is a source of internal strength. It's the quiet whisper in the back of your mind that reminds you that you're capable, that you're resilient, and that you can overcome anything. In those dark, uncertain times, your mantra shines like a beacon, lighting the way forward. It's like an eternal flame in a lantern, softly burning and illuminating the path that only you can walk. So, trust in your mantra, embrace its power, and remember that it's a gift, one that can guide you through every moment, as long as you remain true to it. Part 2. 7 Essential Safety Tips for Older Adults Living Alone. As we grow older, the experience of living alone can be both a wonderful sense of freedom and a source of deep concern. The yearning for independence is something natural and precious, but it also comes with an increased responsibility to ensure that we are safe and secure in our daily lives. Aging gracefully isn't just about looking after our physical appearance or keeping up with hobbies. It's about being fully aware of our well-being, both physically and emotionally. For those of us living alone, creating an environment where we feel safe, comfortable, and supported becomes not just a choice, but a necessity. Every precaution, no matter how small, can make a tremendous difference in our lives. Here are 7 important safety tips that will help you maintain your independence while ensuring your safety during these golden years. 1. Home modifications. The first and most crucial step in maintaining your safety is to make essential home modifications. As we age, the risk of falls increases, and a single fall can lead to serious, life-altering injuries. This is a reality that we can't afford to ignore. To safeguard against these accidents, start by installing grab bars in the bathroom, especially near the toilet, bathtub, and shower. This simple adjustment can make all the difference in preventing a fall. Additionally, ensuring that your home is well lit, particularly in hallways and staircases, is vital. You might even want to consider night lights, which can gently illuminate your path when you're moving around at night, preventing any unexpected trips. Another small but impactful change is to remove any clutter or loose rugs from the floors. Things that may seem harmless to others can be dangerous for those with reduced balance. These simple changes in your home can truly give you peace of mind and significantly reduce the risk of injury. 2. Emergency preparedness. Life is unpredictable, and emergencies can happen at any time, especially when living alone. It's important to have a plan in place so you're prepared if something goes wrong. In case of a health emergency, like a sudden fall or illness, having a personal emergency response system, PERS, is incredibly valuable. These devices, which can be worn as a necklace or bracelet, allow you to call for help with just the press of a button. It's a simple yet powerful tool that ensures you're never truly alone when things get tough. Additionally, it's important to keep a list of emergency contacts close by your phone and to ensure your contact information is easily accessible. I personally believe that having medical records, medications, and a well-stocked first aid kit in an easily reachable place is essential, especially in those moments when every second counts. Being proactive in this way can make a world of difference, and it offers not just safety, but also peace of mind, knowing that you have everything you need within arm's reach. 3. Stay connected. In our later years, it's easy to fall into isolation, especially when living alone. But staying connected with friends, family, or even neighbors can be a lifeline for both your emotional well-being and your safety. Regular visits or even just a quick daily check-in call can make a world of difference. When loved ones know you're okay, they can be the first line of defense in case something goes wrong. Consider joining local community centers or groups for older adults where you can meet new people and stay socially active. The friendships and support you build in these spaces not only keep loneliness at bay, but can also help you stay aware of potential safety concerns in your community. I've found that maintaining these social connections can be a source of comfort and strength, helping us stay alert and more connected to the world around us. 4. Technology to the rescue. Technology is a gift that should not be overlooked, especially for seniors. Modern devices have made staying safe and connected easier than ever. Smart speakers, like Amazon Echo or Google Home, are perfect for hands-free help. With just a simple voice command, you can make calls, play music, set reminders, or even control your lights and appliances. It's like having a personal assistant right in your home, one that's always there to offer support. Additionally, there are apps specifically designed for older adults, offering medication reminders, health tracking, and the ability to quickly contact family or emergency services. While learning to use new technology can feel intimidating at first, once you get the hang of it, these devices can be a real game changer, offering convenience and security in ways you never imagined possible. 5. Healthy lifestyle habits. Living alone doesn't mean you should neglect your physical and mental health. In fact, regular exercise is one of the most effective ways to stay safe and healthy as you age. Simple activities like walking, swimming, or even yoga can do wonders for improving your balance, flexibility, and strength, all of which help reduce the risk of falls. Eating a balanced diet is also critical, not just for maintaining energy, but for preventing chronic illnesses that become more common as we age. I believe that staying active and eating well is a reflection of your love for yourself. In addition, don't underestimate the importance of routine doctor visits. Regular checkups are essential for catching any potential health issues early. Remember, being proactive with your health is a long-term investment that will pay off in quality of life. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 4 below to let me know that you are still here with me. 6. Financial security. Living alone means you're also responsible for managing your own finances, and doing so with care and caution is vital. Setting up automatic bill payments is a great way to ensure you never miss a payment, which can relieve stress and prevent unwanted financial troubles. Unfortunately, older adults are often targets of financial scams, and it's important to stay vigilant. Be cautious when receiving unsolicited phone calls, emails, or letters asking for personal information. I can't stress enough the importance of verifying the legitimacy of any financial request. If you're ever in doubt, reach out to a trusted family member or financial advisor for advice. It's also wise to stick to a budget, ensuring that your spending is manageable and that you're never caught in a stressful situation because of unforeseen expenses. 7. Maintain a routine. A consistent daily routine can bring structure to your day, which is not only comforting but helps keep both your physical and mental health in check. I've found that routine brings a sense of purpose and calm, especially as we age. By maintaining a schedule that includes regular meals, medication, exercise, and social activities, you give yourself the gift of peace. Additionally, having a set sleep schedule can significantly improve the quality of your rest, which is essential for staying healthy. Routine doesn't just help with physical health, it also reduces anxiety, provides emotional stability, and keeps you on track with important tasks. A structured day can make all the difference in how you experience your golden years, making each day feel fulfilling and well-balanced. As we age, the simple act of living alone should never feel like a burden. By making small adjustments to your environment, staying active, using technology, and seeking support when needed, you can create a safe, secure, and fulfilling life for yourself. Remember, it's not about perfection, but about making thoughtful choices that protect and enhance your quality of life. Every step you take today is one that ensures a brighter, more secure tomorrow. As we wrap up this important discussion on safety tips for older adults living alone, I want to ask you to reflect on what you've learned today. What's one thing from these safety tips that you'll take with you and put into practice in your own life? We'd love to hear from you. Please share your thoughts in the comments below this video. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment to let us know, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. By subscribing, you'll stay connected and continue receiving valuable content to support you on your journey to safety, independence, and well-being. Thank you for watching, and take care.